First off, I want to say thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is a very big night for not only Jimmy, but very much for myself and all his friends, students. I know we have a lot of people here from other gyms, other black belts, people that Jimmy's competed against, and so on. And the turnout for this says everything that I'll be saying, and if you know Jimmy, you know why the turnout is like this. So this has been 5 years in the making, which seems like a long time, but for anyone that's done Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, this is an amazing pace for someone. It took me 14 years to get my black belt. Jimmy has done it in 5 years. That is a huge testament to many things. It's not just one thing. Obviously, he's very athletic, very good at comprehending, but it's much more than that. Jiu-Jitsu is very deep, and there's a lot to learn, and that's why it takes so long. And Jimmy possesses a very, very rare quality, which personally, I've never seen anyone with all the qualities like Jimmy has. And I have very high standards, so 5 years is really unprecedented. I never expected to promote somebody in 5 years, but here we are. And there's a very, very good reason for that. So, there's so much to say about Jimmy. We've gotten to know each other so well in the last 5 years. I remember the first night that you came in, and I always wrestle with first day students, and he came in as a wrestler, very, very strong. He's doing his powerlifting, of course, and came at me like a bull in a china shop. And I'm like, oh, okay, here's another hyper-aggressive wrestler and so forth. And after our roll, we sat down and talked a little bit. I said, you see how jiu-jitsu is a little bit different than wrestling? He's like, yeah. And I didn't really, honestly, expect too much. I mean, he was very nice and very humble. But immediately after that, even within his first week and first month, I really started to see some differences. And he was very engaged, always questioned, really, really wanted to learn, well, how's jiu-jitsu different? What can I do to improve? He was immediately on that from right away. It wasn't about winning. It was about how can I learn more? How can I get better? What can I do to improve myself? Because I really, really enjoy this. And that has never stopped in 5 years. So as he progressed, he did everything he could to get better. He was always the first one with questions. He would compete as much as possible. For his recent competitions, like ADCC trials and some of his other big matches against this guy right here, his preparation, I mean, it really said it all. He was bringing in high-level wrestlers. He was going and training with some of the top black belts in the state as well, just to get some different roles, different feels, and so forth. So he was always doing everything he could to improve that. At the same time, he was still going to the gym. And I'm always here, so I would see it. He would be here morning, afternoon, night. If he wasn't training, he was doing privates. And that didn't count the times when he would go to his outside lifting gyms and go train with some of the other people around the valley and so forth. So I really saw firsthand, and I saw so many different aspects of Jimmy. A lot of you know him in different ways. I know his House Strong crew is here, and you guys have been friends since early childhood. But for me, I've seen you in so many different fashions. So my student, my friend, is a coach, employee, everything. And I have to say, like, I'm not a real emotional guy, but I get emotional up here thinking about what you bring and all components about you. That's why sometimes it's difficult to speak, because I've never seen anyone with all the gifts that you have, and on top of that, one of the most humble, reliable people that I have ever met in my life. I can always count on Jimmy has my back. He's always here no matter what. He has done everything he can at all times to make this gym a better place, to help every single student become better. And it's a personal goal for him. It's not a job for him. And you are literally like a son to me. That's how I look at you. Let's say younger brother. So that's genuinely how I feel about you, Jimmy. I love you to death. And aside from you being an incredible athlete and an amazing martial artist at this point, you are one of the best people that I've ever had the honor in my life to meet. And that's why this means so much to me that I can't even put into words. And thank you for being you and everything you brought to my life, all the students, the other coaches' lives, and TNT in general, and everyone that's here for you. You've obviously made an impact on them in some way as well. So I want to thank you for everything you've done for them as well. You're a very rare person, and we talk a lot outside, and I know you have ambitions to go to the WWE, and I have no doubt, Jimmy, that you're going to make it there, and I expect you to be a superstar there, just like you're a superstar in everything that you do, and you bring it all. Your personality, your work ethic, your natural abilities, everything. And you're going to make it, and when I see you make it, it's always feels like my personal triumph, and it's a victory for me. And whether you're on the jiu-jitsu mat competing or you're throwing somebody out of the ring in WWE, I will be there with you. And I could not be more proud if it was me, myself, and that. So congratulations, and thank you for who you are. So, I guess they love you too.
Hell yeah.
So, we're absolutely gonna have Jimmy give a speech. But first things first, this is what we all came for. This is what Jimmy has worked for 5 years, day in and day out. So, now's the time.
Well, seems like the cat's out of the bag. I was gonna say it in my speech, but Coach got dropped it earlier on you guys. It's okay, that's fine, that's fine. So, when I first started here, I talked about it as like a new chapter in my life. I was kind of exiting out of powerlifting, and I was 270 pounds. I wasn't super happy with my life. I felt like I lost a lot of my athletic ability, and just my life in general, my personal life wasn't the best. And so, when I found TNT, through one of the prior coaches here, actually, so I'm grateful for him too. When I found TNT, I saw it as a new opportunity to pursue something that was very similar to wrestling. If you know about my senior year, I was like top 2 in the state, and I got a concussion right the 6A before, and I didn't get to wrestle for the state title that I was working as hard as I am now for my goals for. And so when I came here, I saw it as a second chance to expand upon those skills and relive that type of dedication that I just flourished off of in high school. And there's so many people, obviously, to thank, every single one of you, obviously. Specific people that come to mind, specifically within the last year that really had a huge impact on me. I mean, obviously from the get-go, Coach Scott, for one, obviously being the first person to really introduce jiu-jitsu to me and TNT, but not only that, but allowing me to see that you can make jiu-jitsu a full-on career. And because of Coach Scott, I get to do what I love for hours a day. I leave the house at like 7:30 in the morning. I come home at like 12 in the morning, and it's like, I don't feel like I've ever worked a day in my life because of Coach Scott. So yeah, thank you. Because I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for Coach Scott allowing me to work here, I would have gone your typical 9 to 5, and I wouldn't be wearing this, honestly. So, and outside of that, Coach Scott's a business partner of mine now. My personal training business in the back, How Strong is coincides with TNT. I really can't ask for any much more from a coach and friend, mentor, and father, brother figure, whatever.
Older brother.
Yeah. My parents at home. I work my ass off every day. 4 times a day I train just to make you guys proud and to show you that everything that I'm working for is worth something, and I'm going to prove it. And I'm going to be able to take care of my parents, Coach Scott, and every single one of my best friends that have allowed me to pursue my dreams up until this point. This is genuinely just the beginning for me. You know, when I think about jiu-jitsu, it's bittersweet this day because I believe I have everything in my power to really reach the top of the world in jiu-jitsu, and in a lot of ways I feel like I have the skill level to compete there now, and I think I've proven that a few different times. My training partners outside of here can all attest, and I've received my fair amount of hate getting up to this belt, and I'm going to receive a whole hell of a lot of hate for getting this belt in 5 years anyways, but that's not the point. The point is this belt signifies to me, as it did, a new chapter entering here. It signifies for me a new chapter. As Coach Scott said, I have high goals. My essential goal is to be able to take care of my parents, TNT, and my very, very best friends for the rest of my life and be able to create careers and lives for them. And so my goal is to be out of Arizona before the end of this year, pursuing a career in either acting, but hopefully professional wrestling, because I mean, you guys know how much I love Goldberg, so I feel like things would come full circle if I could achieve that. So I'm gonna start that process, and it's sad. And receiving this belt, there's so many words I can say. I'm just very grateful for everybody here. My best friends, Irving, Matt, and Jake, they helped me in so many ways. Irving and Matt I've known for 20 years. Jake has been with me since high school. We run How Strong every single night. We meet till like 1, 2 a.m. in the morning, and it's just, I see all you guys crying, and I just really appreciate it. My training partners outside of here, like Arizona Assassins, like I really do appreciate you guys for everything you guys have done for me. Seriously, thank you so much, because I feel like you guys allowing me to train with you guys have really like boosted my confidence in myself, my overall jiu-jitsu ability, but just give me a great group of fucking friends. Thank you so much. Thank you. My wrestling coaches in the back, Josh, Garrett, Sampson, Trey back in the day. I really appreciate you guys, for real. You guys take time out of your work schedule to come in here and train with me, and I know it can be an inconvenience for you sometimes, but you guys have made me so much better, and I work really hard to show you guys that everything you guys put into me is worth something. So seriously, thank you so much. I'm saying all this because I'm a big believer in manifesting your goals and speaking your goals into existence, and I feel like I've been doing that for much of my life, the last especially like 5 or 6 years. And so me saying this in front of everybody is me owning the fact that I'm meant to do something greater in this world, and I'm going to represent every single one of you once I hit that point, and I'm going to remember this day as the very first day in this journey. And when I'm at the top of the world, and I say that with confidence, not to be cocky, but I just know it's going to happen because it's just what I'm meant to do. I'm really going to look back on this day and remember every single one of you. Before I started, I took about 10 minutes to look at all you guys coming in, and I don't know what I did to deserve all this type of support, but genuinely just thank you so much, because it's everybody here that showed up that really shows me that I'm on the right path and good shit's going to happen. So thank you guys so much.
right, so general consensus here, right, is that Jimmy is hardworking, right? Jimmy is consistent. Jimmy cares. He's a natural athlete, and we can all speak to that, right? But I like to take my perspective from somebody that, of course, benefits from training with him and gains so much knowledge from him. But more importantly, if I had to leave the jiu-jitsu here and I only got to keep my level of friendship with this man, the confidence that he has instilled in me, the reassurance that he continues to give to me and everybody in this room, that we are capable of being powerful individuals, I would leave it behind me and I wouldn't look back. Because Jimmy, the reality is, you could be a black belt, you could be a superstar, you could run your own business, and you could do it all at the same time. But what people are gonna remember about you aren't the things that you gave them, it's how you made them feel. You're an amazing person, man, and it's hard not to, get choked up and think about it, because I don't know what I did to deserve to get somebody like you in my life. You have taught me so much more than just jiu-jitsu and how to choke somebody and take someone's arm off, right? Which is great. We all love that, right? It's really cool. But this man has made an impact on so many people on so many different levels that we might not even hear about tonight, and that people think about on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, in their hardest trials, because I know that I do. I know that I think about this man when I'm in a bad place mentally. I know that I think about this man when I'm going through a hard time and I have to push forward, because I've seen this man push himself farther than anybody I've ever met in my life. And we shared moments on this mat, and we've shared moments in the gym and by ourselves that I can truly say I will never forget. And so from the bottom of my heart, Jimmy, thank you so much for being here. And wherever you go across this world, I am with you. This team is with you. We are with you. And we love you. And you are never going to be forgotten, brother. Thank you so much.
Shake night, everybody.
My foot's asleep, so. Jesus Christ, that's what happens when you sit for too long. Coach talks too much. Man, I'm gonna keep it as short and sweet as possible for multiple reasons. One, because we've known each other for so long. I can literally, our lives I can make in multiple Harry Potter books. That's how long we've gone. We've been together, we've been writing together. But it's just, this man, everything he said from the moment we met when we were 6 years old, he's literally have done. And this man has believed in me when I didn't believe in myself in multiple occasions. And even when I make mistakes in life, he keeps me accountable, but he still loves me. He still treats me with respect. He's introduced me to a lot of good people, a lot of good things in life. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have wrestled. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have joined jiu-jitsu. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be probably where I'm at right now. I probably wouldn't be in this room. So, this is just a testament, and like, it's grown. Like 6 years old, there was only me, Jimmy, and Matt, and now you got a room full of people. So, like, I know he's gonna do big things. It's sad to know that probably by the end of the year, I just can't walk 45 seconds to his house, or when I'm fat and lazy, just drive 2 seconds to his house. To package orders, to just honestly bullshit around sometimes, but I'll do my absolute best to hold it down for everybody, for the brand and everything like that. But I love you, brother. You did it, dude. You did it. You got more to do. And my foot's still asleep.
Real quick, guys.
Coach,
Yes,
can I say a couple things?
absolutely. I was just going to say that.
Not quite as bad as Irving.
Jimmy, I love you. I always have. I don't have to I don't have to go in detail about that. That's understood. But Jesus Christ, I'm too old for this. Jimmy's my only son, and I spent a lot of time with him ever since he was young. And basically, I wanted to give him opportunities when he was young. And he didn't always enjoy everything that I did, including, I told Coach a few things early today. When he was 4 years of age, I bought his first barbell at Walmart, a little toy barbell set. I was teaching him how to do presses and do curls and things like that, to do things properly. Then I got the little dumbbells and got him doing that stuff. I was telling a story before. We went into a gym and they were selling these dumbbells, and he's, little kid about this size, and at that point he was doing 40 pounds curl and presses at that age, at that size. Another kid the same age came up and saw Jimmy doing that, and he wanted to be just like Jimmy. So he goes down and grabs his dumbbell and he's going, "Arr!" Jimmy didn't really understand why I was having him lift until that, and then he looked at me and goes, "Okay, now I know why you're making me go in the gym every day, every weekend to exercise." So for all the people who don't know what the hell they're talking about, that thinks that Jimmy's been using steroids, no. Jimmy has been lifting weights ever since he was that big, okay? That I have a belief in a set point, that if you have a certain level of fitness muscularity when you hit a certain age like puberty, then you carry that with you and you'll just get that much stronger when you have testosterone. So he was already incredibly strong before he ever hit puberty, and at that point it just grew, and that and the fact that he works God knows how many hours in the gym and here every day, that's why he has an incredible physique, because he works incredibly hard. I had him do judo when he was older, a little bit older than that. He was beating kids twice his size. One of the black belts came up to me and said, he's going to be in the Olympics someday. But he worked really hard, and he did all these things from an early age, which allowed him to build up from there. So for all the people that wonder how you get to where Jimmy is, it's basically you work hard, you love what you do, and you just keep persevering no matter what obstacles get in your way. You may feel miserable that day, you don't want to go to the gym, but you do it because you have goals, okay? So I'm very proud of you. You accomplished more than I accomplished. Well, except I have a doctorate that you don't, but maybe it's not.
There it is.
But I'm really proud of you. You know your mom is, and congratulations. Thanks.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, Jimmy is a testament to the both of you, and very clearly, whatever you instilled in him growing up is a huge part of who he is, and he couldn't have done that without amazing parents like yourself. So the integrity and respect that you taught him, the work ethic, basically every great quality, minus maybe driving and parking.
Shut up.
Right? You know what I'm talking about. Just truly, truly amazing. And your son, as you've heard here, has just made such an impact. And it's really an amazing, not only testament, but legacy to you as well. So thank you for giving us Jimmy. So,
well, hello everyone. As you guys know, it's a pretty emotional night for me. Man, Jimmy's, obviously you guys have heard, he's an amazing individual and inspiration to so many. Man, I've known Jimmy since I was like 5, before I even knew English, so it's really come a long way for sure. And you know, us being an only child growing up, or us, you know, both of us being only childs, I always looked up to people who've had a sibling, because I've always wanted an older brother. And man, Jimmy's filled that role so great for me, and you know, he's just shown me so much, and he always holds Jake and Irving and I and everyone here like to the highest degree, and the highest standard, and I can't really thank him enough for everything. He's been a true inspiration for me, day in and day out, and you've really showed me how to work hard. I mean, I thought working out twice a day is something, but Jimmy tells me he works out 4 times a day. I don't know how to catch up with that, to be honest with you. But obviously, we've heard all the great things about Jimmy, but truly, man, like, I'm so glad. I know we're not blood, but like, I truly consider you one of my brothers for sure. And thank you, Chuck, and thank you, Candy, for raising him, for being such an amazing individual myself. He's always looked out for me, and my dad speaks highly of you as well as my parents. And I've been waiting for this moment for you for so long. I can't wait to see what you do when it's all said and done. I know you care for everyone, and I'm so excited to see you shock the world, man. So I love you. I love you.
Man, I'm a little bit flustered just because I'm so proud of you, Jimmy. Something they say about, or we have a saying in jiu-jitsu, is that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And although Jimmy has so many natural gifts, he doesn't let those ride. Like, he works hard, harder than anyone I've ever seen in this gym anywhere. That takes his talents to a whole nother fucking level. Not only that, he is one of the most humble people I've ever met. Obviously, there's so many people in here that love him. He's pretty much a rock star, a superstar. He's famous, but you wouldn't tell if you just met him because he just acts like one of you, okay? He's also one of the best teammates I've ever had. He's always there for everyone in the gym. He goes to all the tournaments. He encourages people. He does privates all fucking day, okay? I thought I was here a lot. He's always here, okay? I show up, he's here. I leave, I come back, he's still fucking here. I don't know how you do it, man, but I'm so proud of you. Come here, man.
I actually brought notes so I wouldn't talk too long because I could talk for hours about Jimmy. I'll tell one story. When he first started, I remember I rolled with this other guy when I was like a blue belt here, and he was like a big muscular guy. The guy was pre-working me for about 45 seconds, and I could feel him getting tired. And then like the last 2 minutes of that 5-minute round, it was hell for him. I choked that dude out about 5 times. And I thought I'd do the same thing with Jimmy. We're rolling, and he's all strong. I'm like, man, he's gonna get tired pretty soon, and he never got tired. What the hell? Anyways. So I brought notes. So if you know Jimmy, you know some things about him. We all know he works like a maniac. He's very humble. He's super determined. He's very disciplined. And it's funny, him and I don't teach him a lot of things because, for whatever. But what I do is one of my things, I like to talk to young guys from an old guy's perspective. And so the lessons that he teaches everybody and that he lives the life himself are those: stay positive, work hard, be humble, be determined, don't ever give up on your dreams. And that is how you succeed in life. And I believe in that. I believe that for many years. And so this is the kind of things we talk about. So I'm super proud to have been able to work with him, to train with him. He cuts me some slack because I'm an old feller. I was watching roll with Matt the other day, and it was going pretty hard. And I was like, I want to get in on that. So anyways, so a black belt in 5 years in jiu-jitsu is no small feat. It took me like 13 personally. And it's very, this art is very, as you guys, everybody who trains knows, half the time you leave here, probably 80% of the time you leave here, you think, I suck at jiu-jitsu, why am I even here? I'm not getting better, I'm getting worse. Every day yeah, right? And so I feel that way. I used to feel that way, and probably still do sometimes. But anyways, sidebar. So I don't want to like belabor this. I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad I get to know you. What Coach said, I don't want to overstate, but when you win, we all win. We're so proud of you. Everybody here is rooting for you. And when you throw some knucklehead out of the ring in the WWE, it's going to be like we all did it with you. And so my last thing was I just can't wait to see what you tackle next, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you guys for taking the time to listen through everything. I appreciate it. I know there's a lot of people here that either are instructors at academies, own schools, got off work, whatever you had to do to be here, I know you took sacrifice, and seriously, I appreciate that. It's something that I'm never going to forget. A very special day for me. There's a lot of talking, so I don't want to talk too much more. I know we got some people wanting to roll, but thank you guys. I hope you believe in me much I believe in myself. Thank you.